Football is right around the corner, so why not get more football videos out for you guys? I feel like I should react to football. If you want me to, let me know. So here we go. This is a rebound video, but rebound football. This is NFL records that will never be broken. So let's take a look at this.
Ever wonder what the longest touchdown ever thrown is? Or the worst loss in NFL history? How about the most expensive cleats ever worn? Well, I put together a list of these unbreakable records. And first, this player set a record for having the shortest career in NFL history.
Gotta be the Panthers, right?
5 seconds.
Leave my Panthers alone.
See, in 1998, Ryan Sutter walked into Meadowlands Stadium ready to make his NFL debut. This was the moment Ryan had worked his entire life for.
Just look at the stadium. The Bank of America Stadium. Chef's kiss.
But on the very first play of his career, the unthinkable happened. Because Ryan was just trying to play some defense on the kickoff when he went for a tackle and blew out his shoulder. Yeah, that happened just 5 seconds into the game, and the Panthers decided that was all they needed to see. So a few days later, they cut him from the team, giving Ryan the shortest NFL career of all time at just 5 seconds. But Aaron Rodgers' record was far from short.
As you can say, he played a game in the NFL.
Because he threw the longest Hail Mary in NFL history. 61 yards.
He's a bad man.
Damn.
He's a bad man.
This next record is nasty because Adam Jones has been arrested so many times. It set an NFL record. Yeah, this dude's a menace to society.
Yo, setting an NFL record for being arrested, it's gotta be one of the most craziest things.
Because it turns out the man's got serious anger issues, and it led to him going off the rails. I mean, since joining the league in 2005, Jones has been arrested for everything in the book, from assaulting police officers, to poking a hotel clerk in the eye, to even trying to cheat a casino in a game of blackjack.
A former
The house always wins.
Bengal star reaches his hands into the chips. That's a no-no while gambling in a casino. Jones points his finger in the guy's face.
Oh my God.
The dealer, pit boss, and security, they've had
It's
enough.
only him down there?
Jones was arrested and slapped with a long list of charges. Pac-Man pleads guilty to a few felonies, cheating, and resisting arrest.
And if you add up all of Jones' crimes over the years, the man has gotten arrested 10 times. More than any other NFL player. God damn. He didn't just set an NFL record, he set a criminal record. But we're kicking it over to this next record.
Come on, man.
The longest field goal in NFL history.
Low-key, is Justin Tucker the greatest kicker ever? Good question.
This is for an NFL record 66 yards.
60s. Anybody?
On its way.
Of course, it's Justin Tucker, man.
It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh my God. Oh my God.
One of the GOATs. Hardball excited. Yeah.
66 yards. That kick was for the win and history. But the craziest part is, literally the same day, the Cardinals tried to break this record. But instead of scoring, the other team caught the ball and started running.
Oh, so the Cardinals whoever the kicker for the Cardinals was started with JT. Instead, they went for 6. That's literally, I think, the longest touchdown. Yeah, 109 yards.
Yeah, instead of breaking the field goal record, the Cardinals helped set a record for another team, because that touchdown return was 109 yards, which made it the longest in NFL history.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't run that far if I tried, and neither could this next player.
Wisconsin?
Aaron Gibson set an NFL record for being fat. Yeah. See, growing up, Aaron had a rough childhood. He moved over 30 times as a kid, and at one point was even homeless, which left him constantly wondering where his next meal would come from. So, once Aaron got to college and his meals became fully paid for, my man was eating everything in sight, and he continued this all the way through the NFL, until eventually, it became a huge problem, because this dude ate himself all the way up to 480 pounds.
Whoa.
The heaviest recorded weight in NFL history. But soon after, Aaron ended up meeting the love of his life, and she helped him turn things around, getting him on a diet and helping him lose over 110 pounds.
That's lit.
Man, Aaron went from fat to fit. But we're gonna go from fit to fast.
Yeah, more
we gotta
insane.
talk about the fastest touchdown ever. See, in a game against the Cowboys, the Eagles tried to start the game off by being a
Deshaun
little
Jackson.
sneaky and kick the ball to themselves. But instead, the Cowboys intercepted it and set an NFL record.
And the Eagles and Cowboys are underway. There's the onside try.
Oh, well. Never mind. Say goodbye. Later. 3 seconds in the ball game.
The Cowboys were ready. And they
Come on, Andy. What were we thinking right there? What were we thinking right there,
Touchdown
Andy?
in only 3 seconds. No one will ever do that again. But what they'll probably do is Josh Johnson, because this dude holds the record for being the biggest hoe in NFL history.
Being on so many
after
teams.
getting drafted in 2008, one thing became clear. Josh sucked. So he got treated like a
Dang.
rag doll, bouncing from team to team. So many times that in 2022, it put him in the record books, because he signed with the Broncos, becoming his 14th team in 14 years. The most teams an NFL player has ever played for. Man,
That's
this dude's
insane.
just team hopping. But let's hop over to our
What the?
next record.
What's up, Naheem
Moment
Hines?
that made an NFL quarterback king of the glizzies.
This is an official Guinness World Records attempt for the longest throw and catch of a hot dog sausage into a bun. And Mark
What is going on? What?
Brunell, ex-quarterback of Jacksonville Jaguars, stepped up to the challenge.
A little different
So man thinks like, yeah, I can fit this whole glizzy in my mouth. Easy, calm.
than throwing a football, of course.
What?
But anybody can throw a football. Not everybody can throw a hot dog.
There will need to
I think anybody could throw a hot dog.
be a throw of a minimum 20 meters caught in the hot dog bun.
Everybody got to throw it as if you're gonna make it in a bun. Bro was playing cornhole with a glizzy.
Wow, he slid his wiener right in.
What?
But OBJ slid his foot in, cause he set a record for wearing the most expensive cleats in NFL history. Of
course.
Yeah. In 2022, Odell wanted to get a foot up on the shoe game, so he hit up LA-based shoe designer, the Shoe Surgeon, and had him make custom, one-of-a-kind, blue and gold cleats, laced with 150 grams of 14-karat gold, and a Nike swoosh with 1,525-karat white diamonds.
Whoa.
But these were some massive
Whoa.
shoes to fill, cause they cost OBJ a ridiculous $200,000.
$200,000 for some cleats. If you got money, you got money.
Making them the most expensive cleats to ever touch an NFL player's feet. That is a W.
If you got the
And
money, you got the
speaking
money,
of
man.
W's, we gotta talk about the Vikings, because they pulled off the biggest comeback in NFL history.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
See,
Against
in
the Colts.
December of 2022, the Vikings were playing the Colts, and by the third quarter, things were looking abysmal.
33 to
Vikings were down
nothing.
0 to 33, knowing they were about to become the laughingstock of the entire league. So they put their heads down and went to work, grabbing fumbles, making stops, and scoring touchdowns, till eventually, by the end of the fourth quarter, the Vikings had tied the game and sent it to overtime, which is where they completed the greatest comeback of all time.
Greg Joseph for the NFC North.
And they claimed the NFC North too.
It's good. It's a winner at US Bank Stadium. And the Vikings are kings of the North once again.
Greg Joseph, as cold as the weather in Minnesota.
All this is just to get bounced out by the Giants too. Insane.
Man, the Colts had him in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. But I wish
I want to blame Matt Ryan for that game. I don't know. Just want to blame
I
him.
was lying about this
I'm
next
joking, I'm
record.
joking.
The most embarrassing NFL record ever. See, in 2009, what the Pats did to the Titans should have been illegal, because they beat them so bad, they made history twice, hitting them with a 59-point blowout. The
In the third quarter?
biggest blowout ever. But that's not even the craziest part, because while Tom Brady and the Patriots were destroying the Titans, Tom was setting his own record, because during the second quarter,
Tom was
he went
just having fun.
psycho, throwing 5 touchdowns, the most ever in a single quarter. Damn.
that
The
Randy?
Pats should be locked up for murder, and they need to lock up the Cleveland Browns too, because they have the worst record the league has ever seen. In 2017,
Didn't win a
Browns
game.
were down bad, and I mean really bad. See, their entire team battled injuries all season, causing dudes to play who would normally never see the field. And despite trying as hard as they could, the Browns lost every single game that season,
Can't relate.
going 0-16. That is the worst record of all time. And while the team was getting roasted by the media, you'd think Browns fans would be pissed. But instead, for some reason, they decided to throw the team a parade to celebrate this embarrassing record.
As we just showed you the parade.
Yo, Cleveland, bro. Come on, bro. I knew about the 0-16, but a parade for being this bad?
It was met with some frustration and some excitement, much like a regular Browns season. Some, including players themselves today, called it insensitive, even telling supporters they weren't real fans.
Now, those in favor of the parade say that it is a message to the front office that things need to change.
Man, Browns fans got it bad, but only
Low-key, Baker started it. I'll give Baker props. He did start the change.
at least they're not Bucs fans,
It changed a little
because
bit.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were the worst team of all time. See,
All
in
time? Again,
1976, the Bucs finished their season losing all 14 of their games, averaging just 8 points per game, which were both NFL records at the time for the worst season and worst points averaged by a team.
Did not
But as
qualify
bad as their
no Pro
season
Bowlers,
was,
yeah.
they wanted to return the next year and prove to the world that it was just a fluke.
No.
They even got the #1 pick in the draft, so they brought back most of the team for a shot at redemption. But instead, things got even worse, because they ended up losing another 12 straight games and became the laughing stock of the country. Yeah, they were 0-26 over 2 seasons.
Straight L's.
Eventually, though, the Bucs won the final 2 games of the season, and after both wins, they celebrated like they won the damn Super Bowl. Now look, we gotta talk about the most expensive Super Bowl commercial of all time.
This commercial probably the best NFL commercial
On
ever, though.
average, Super Bowl commercials cost around $6 million. And while that's a ridiculous amount of money to spend on just a commercial, in 2020, Amazon wanted to flex their pocket because they ended up dropping $16.8 million on a 90-second commercial. And that commercial broke the record for the most expensive Super Bowl ad ever. Yeah, that's some big money. But
I mean, Amazon got the bread to support
look,
it, so.
going big is nothing new to Jerome Baker, because he has the biggest sack in NFL history.
The biggest
Let me
sack.
explain. During a game against the Chiefs, Jerome Baker broke free from his defender and started chasing Patrick Mahomes down the field, until eventually, Jerome sacked him. And that 30-yard tackle broke the record for the longest sack in NFL history.
It was on like the 30-something yard line.
Sack. But we're going from long
Insane.
to
It went down to
short,
the 2.
because we got to talk about the smallest player in
the heck?
NFL history. See, despite having some of the biggest men in the world, the NFL has had a few pocket-sized players too.
Darren
Talking
Sproles,
5'7" Maurice
Jones-Drew,
Jones-Drew or
yeah.
5'6" Jacquizz Rodgers. But
yeah.
there's only one player that stood below the rest. 5'1", Jack Shapiro.
5'1".
This dude played in the NFL from 1929 to 1932 and holds the Guinness World Record for being the shortest player of all time. Man, when are we gonna start appreciating the little things in life? But there's nothing little about Raheem Mostert, 'cause he's the fastest NFL player ever. See, during a game against the Jets in 2020, Raheem got the ball and ran it 80 yards in just 10 seconds.
San Francisco and Raheem Mostert. Are you kidding me? 80 yards all the way on the toss play.
And
Did him and Tyreek have a race yet?
during that run, he reached a top speed
I don't
of
know.
23.09 miles per hour. That's the fastest any player has ever run. But what if I told you that there's one player that's snatching up all the records? Because Tom Brady has the
The
most
GOAT.
unbreakable records of all time.
He's the GOAT,
this
man.
dude's been making history since day one, becoming the
Yeah.
only player with 5 Super Bowl MVPs. The only player to beat every single team in the league. Hell,
That's
the
a
man's
crazy
even played in
stat.
15
That's kind of a list that I beat every single team in the league. That's got a list.
Pro Bowls, the most ever. Yeah, the man could do it all. I mean, he's even played in 10 Super Bowls. But there's one game that's so
Has it been 10?
crazy.
Crazy.
It officially made Tom Brady the GOAT. See, in 2017, during Super Bowl 50,
My favorite Super Bowl of all time. because I can't stand some Falcons fans. Some of y'all Falcons fans out there make me sick.
You want.
Not all of y'all, some of y'all.
Tom and the Patriots were down 28-3. Just 17 minutes left in the game.
28-3.
Any
Oh, I
other team
love this
would have just
game.
given
This
up.
game is amazing.
One touchdown late in
Ooh.
the third quarter gave the Patriots all the momentum going into the fourth, where Tom threw 2 more touchdowns.
Sure
and
did.
The game was suddenly tied. Yeah, the Patriots managed to score 25 points in 17 minutes.
Just amazing.
And as the game went into overtime, Tom pulled off the impossible by not only completing the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, but one of the greatest comebacks in all of sports.
Uh-huh.
He's in! Patriots win the Super Bowl!
Amazing.
He didn't stop there, though.
Amazing.
Tom ended up
It
breaking
was
the record
beautiful.
for the most completions and the record for the most yards thrown in a Super
It was
Bowl.
like 5-something?
Brady's a walking
Yeah, like
record
500
book.
that
But
game,
I
I
bet
think.
you didn't know that the Olympics are a walking lie, because it turns out that their gold medals are actually made of silver. Yeah, so that's just one weird sports
Wow.
fact. I got a whole lot more in the chamber, from an NFL player causing an earthquake to sports you didn't even know exist. Look, if you want to hear more, you need to click on this video.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys want more rebound or other types of videos, let me know in the comments, man. I like rebound, I like the videos. So let me know how I should react to next. We upload every 2 days, so I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.